everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are all well. Today's video, we are heading off to the Riding Club Championships, which is being held at Aston which is very exciting and also holds quite a lot of fond memories for me because it was the first Riding Club Champs that I ever went to with Sprite. I want to guess the year. I might 2015, maybe 2016, one of those years. I think it was around then. And yeah, we went up there and did combined training, and as I say, it was with Sprite. And then I have been back there a couple of times since with Lola and with Addie a couple of years ago. I actually believe, yeah, she has got that plaque on there again for the combined championships. There might be another plaque being added to that door when we come back as well, which is exciting. Looking forward to it. It is an awful long drive up there. So I've just given her a big dinner. I mean, big dinner, big lunch. They always come in around this time, so hasn't really changed our routine as such. She would usually have lunch now as well, but I've just made it that little bit bigger just so that she's got plenty in her stomach. We are picking up fellow teamie Phoebe from Exeter on the way up. And yeah, I think other Trekkies are possibly already on the road. It's what, 10 to 12. I have been working this morning. I actually saved a little bit of annual leave. I feel like I've used a lot already into this year of like the holiday calendar. So I was like, I can claim back a day because we're not leaving till later. Work this morning, so it's all worked out quite well. And have just got my stuff in there. I've literally done absolutely nothing. All I've done so far is make up her feeds whilst I was making up their lunch. But otherwise, it's only... She's like, oh, are we going somewhere? Look at your nose. Look at that. Was that yummy? Don't touch me. I'm relatively clean. Are we off? You're going to love it. So it is nice because everything is on a surface. And as I say, I've always wanted to ride around Aston arena eventing. So actually, I don't think I've mentioned that. It's arena eventing championship that we've qualified for. Key little bit of information there, Emily. That would have helped if you had said that earlier. So it is all on a surface. I was trying to explain to my friend at work today, to Gemma, saying they've got like two main arenas that are joined together by a water complex. And then actually when I thought about it, and I've seen on the Riding Club Instagram stories, they've walked, I believe the 80 is on today, but actually they're going out into another couple of arenas as well. So yeah, it is phenomenal facilities and I'm super excited. So we're in the 90 and the 100, which I do feel makes it a little bit worthwhile. So if you remember back to Bicton, I want to say quite a while ago, was that February time, maybe March, we went up there and we won as a team in the 90, and then I qualified as an individual in the 100, and we have now got a team for the 100. I've been put in to the team, but we have only got 3 members because unfortunately Banks is no longer coming. He was going to come, Tina was going to step in and take that 4th place, but unfortunately is no longer coming. But we've still got a team. It's just that all those 3 scores are going to count, but we have got a full team in the 90, which is fab. So yeah, as I say, I need to get everything out of there and put into there. I'm going to try something different today. Now this is fantastic to put your saddles on, and obviously you have got the extra storage underneath. But when I put it in my car is so deep that actually then trying to get to it is quite hard work. So I'm going to I put a seat down, and then I'm thinking it might be easier to get to them like that. A little bit slidey on my seat, but we'll give it a try. stop number 1. This brings back, oh hello, this brings back memories actually, because we've had many a lesson here at Rollstone. You're travelling well. We did hear a little bit of traffic, which is to be expected. It is Friday at the end of half-term week. But no, we didn't. It wasn't too bad. It was only when we got closer to Exeter, so hopefully it's always about around Exeter, Bristol, those sort of areas. So hopefully, Addie's like, I've got a all-day buffet. I've got a pick of, I think that's hay and haylage. Lucky girl. But yeah, we are all doing well. Just gone off, just picking up Phoebe. All stuff has been loaded. Yeah. So we'll just get loaded up. Addie's now got a friend, so that'll be nice for her. She's got Orla. I need to learn how to say her name. Orla. We've got Orla. I might have a quick little wee and then get on the road, and I do need to get fuel. So hopefully get that on the way out from Exeter as well. So get that and then yeah, make our way up. Oh, I need to message the stable people too, and tell them that I will be on my way. And she's beautiful. You got a friend, Addie? Oh, you're a lot bigger than Addie actually. I never quite realised how big she is.
Oh shit, oh yeah.
Oh, you little dink now, Addie. Be nice.
Good girls.
Oh, good girls. Oh my goodness, this phone quality is not looking the best. I think the poor phone is trying, because that actually looks quite light compared to what it is right now. But we have arrived. The ponies have been in their stables, and then we have very quickly got our tack just so that we can have a little bit of a stretch around their gorgeous arena. Both ponies have been good, although there is like hedge trimming or something going on down that end, which Addie isn't quite sure about, are you? But she's feeling well. She has been on that box for a long time. There has been quite a lot of traffic, but they have travelled so well, haven't stopped eating the whole way up, and actually they've come out. Is she feeling good?
She is, yeah, very relaxed actually.
Ah, nice. Good. Just letting you know that Orla is 6. You are 8. We haven't got an early start tomorrow morning, which is quite nice. We are going to aim to leave here about 9 o'clock. First course walk is at 10, so we're only about 20 minutes away. So this is a fabulous location. They do quite often, I think Rita has just said that they have been booked out for the last 12 years for anything that goes on at Aston. The place is called Napton Fields Farm, and I will pop all the details down below. So if you are, like I say, looking for accommodation, highly recommend. We've parked up the trailer. There's like a farmhouse with B&B. There are cottages as well. So yeah, accommodation for you as well, or you can stay like us in the trailer or in your lorry if you've got one. But anyways, I am conscious that this is probably awful quality. We are going to sort these ponies out, give them their dinner, and then we're going to drive off. We'll set up our beds and then going to drive off and find some dinner. So let's see how successful we are. Although we have just seen some other people that are staying here who've just had a Just Eat delivery, so maybe that might be on the cards.
So we've ordered some food that's just arrived. It is 11:30. So we needed to make it over, what was it, £25?
Yeah, £25.
So we were like, oh, this was the first option. And then we said, oh, we'll just get another pizza. And I said, I don't know how big 7 inch is.
My hand for reference.
It's both of them. It's quite funny.
And then just loads of dips.
And loads of dips. Yeah, nice. Ponies have had their dinner. Now time for us to have ours. But we've still got the ramp down. It is, it's so warm. I can't get over how warm it is. But anyway, let's not let this bad boy, this small boy, get cold.
It's like him versus the one they tell you not to worry about.
I don't understand. I've never seen that in a pizza before. No, I haven't.
Oh yeah, they're always in pizza.
Oh.
Well, they are quite often.
Oh, I don't think. Okay.
I think it's just literally to hold it together. Okay. This one doesn't need holding together.
That one's okay. That's got pepperoni on it, apparently. I can't see much pepperoni. Oh, no, yeah,
look, it's like, it's
underneath the
like
cheese.
double layered cheese, to be fair. Oh. That's pretty good.
Anyway, guys, We'll see you in the morning when it's a little bit more light and we're had a good night's sleep full of pizza. Yeah, nice.
Lovely, lovely.
Good morning. Look how chilled these guys are. They don't mind having visitors over. There is actually a pony behind. We go. That is absolutely flat out. Having a proper little snooze. We're just prepping. Oh yeah, well I say that. I got my swim bags on. Best thing ever. So we're going to go down and give the ponies their feed. Just so that you had a little idea of how we slept last night. Phoebe had a self-inflating airbed, which I am so impressed with. You just got a foot pump at the bottom and just pump it away, innit? And it blows up. It's very clever.
It stay up well, actually.
Yeah, it has stayed up well. We said because it's got like the individual segments. And then I had my trusty camp bed, which I have to say, very much like that. One of the best purchases, and I mean I've slept in my trailer for years. Why I've never thought about getting a camp bed before, I do not know. And I feel like I'll probably be asked, can you paste the link of the camp bed? And again, it will be down in the description.
What did you used to sleep on?
Double air up, blow up bed. I used to take out all the partitions and then, but actually it's a pain in the neck.
Yeah.
Because to get that middle pole out, I'd have to climb on something to get that pin out, and the pin would be quite stiff. And yeah, the camp bed definitely way forward. But let's go down and see the ponies. It's so nice how close they are. I love those ponies sleeping. Yeah. The other guys have all had to leave really early. The lady last night said that she was on at half past.
Yeah.
Half past 8. That was it. Good morning. Oh, hi, sweetheart. How did you sleep? Good girl. Shall we get your dinner? Your dinner. Your brekkie. Hold on, I've got to get it.
Oh, sorry, Addie. You were waiting for us, and then we should be having hers.
You are all good.
So,
Hold on, I need to get some more.
from this is from.
Here you go. Thank you, Will. Oh, wait. Can't forget the estrus, Andy. Can't forget the estrus. I've got a stove in the car, but you know. Happy pony. I think you've had a lie down, I would say. I'll actually check your other side for. And all your poo's in one area. You're a good girl. Nice big stables, and they got a window at the back. It's a lovely yard. Didn't really show this round yesterday.
I like the grid partitions.
Yeah, they're nice, aren't they? And there's actually a service that if you were like up stupidly early in the morning, you could pay £5 to have your pony mucked out for you, which I think is actually a really good service. Like if you are like these guys they're riding at Aston at 8:30, so they were all loading at about 7. But then it just makes it's one less thing that you need to think about. But I'm going to copy Phoebe, grab a wheelbarrow and get you mucked out whilst you're happily eating. So yes, it was actually quite dark last night, but that was the lovely arena we were in. And then literally just behind us is that beautiful barn. We've got our trailer ready, and then down and around these corners is all the cottages. So like I said, there was accommodation. Oh, doing last bits of getting mucked out. You okay? Good girl. You're very chilled, aren't you? You've got a very dirty nose. Was that a yummy breakfast? Hey, you're a good girl. Let's yeah, get you out. Have you done any extra poos? Yes, of course you have. This is Addie that I'm talking to. So let's get you out, and then we'll get you loaded up and on the road.
You've arrived. You've safely arrived.
Hello there.
Morning!
How are you doing?
Oh, good, thank
You've
you.
made it.
We've made it.
We've made
All the way
it.
from Cornwall.
Oh my word, you didn't get caught in a bit of HS2 nonsense?
We drove up yesterday
Oh,
and then
really?
stayed local.
Yeah.
That's what
Sensible.
you do. See, I see
Not our
what
first
you do.
rodeo.
No, I can see that.
I'm looking for a guy to, you know, jump out.
I think
but-
keep going, maybe?
Oh, they're waving down there, look.
Oh, is he? Oh, yeah. Oh, there's the welcome sign.
There's the welcome. Welcome to the British Riding Club Championships. Are you pouring the ground? Have you learned a trick off of Ola?
Sorry, that's a bad habit.
You're all right.
Hello, sweetheart.
Where are we?
Look at a little
She's like, this is exciting. Oh, this is all set up lovely.
I bought them from Bangkok.
Oh, some cross-country fancies.
I'm not under pressure.
Oh wow, that's actually quite a good price. 130 quid for that arrowhead.
Oh, that's cheap.
That is, isn't it? That's quite a good price.
Oh, it's meant to be 175, that's why.
Ah. No space in my trailer. Triple brush.
450?
Oh, we could get coffee.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to get a coffee.
Yeah. Oh, and real dairy milkshakes.
Maybe
That's
another
looking
dairy
lovely down here. Oh, nice. So we start in this arena, and I actually think, guys, that we go into 4 different arenas.
Yeah,
But
so
obviously-
she's just done 1 and then 2 is just up there and then she's gone through the water.
Oh, and then through the water, look. Oh, I'm so excited. And I recognise that voice in there. That's Jane in there.
She's come a long way.
Always does.
Oh, they're not coming across, are they,
Oh,
actually?
we got a little jump in there. Won't be for a minute, they're only doing their show jumping. Thought I would say, I feel like I have said this probably on a riding club vlog before, but if you are new to any championships, you need to come down, have your body protector checked,
No, you're fine.
your hat checked, make sure that it is all up to standard, and also have your passport for your horse to check that your flu vax are in date. Declarations and secretary. Guys, we're just having a little giggle on the way back. Phoebe and I realised that we're actually very similar in a lot of ways. Very laid back about things.
Probably the worst 2 people to travel together.
Yeah, nothing's ever like in a rush or we're late. Or well, actually, we were here on time. We've done very well. Yes, yeah, I'm taking that as a massive win. Anyways, when it came out, our team manager Jamie posted in our group chat of that you can order a plaque, and obviously I'm quite into plaques now that I've put up 3 on Addie's door. So I was like, yes, I want one, because we didn't get one last year at the Swaycliffe Champs. So I thought, oh, we'll order one and then you can get it personalised. So we have got ours now that's got our name on it, and I've got Cornwall check on it as well. Only thing I would say, there's no year, which is a little bit weird. But this time, you actually get one. So we've now got 2. But the lady was right, you could put one in your trailer and one on your door. So we've now come away with 2. I also did get one done. Yeah, we're taking in 4 plaques, and I also did get one for Tina as a surprise to have like Banksy and her name on it, and then somebody else in our team has picked it up. So
It was quite
I need
funny.
to, yeah, I need to go and get
We
that.
stood there and we were like, oh, Tina's, and then they've put on the group chat, haven't they?
They've
They've
got it up, and Tina's going to be
like, oh.
Tina's going to be like, what? I never ordered one, which is going to be quite funny. But anyway, yeah. So we've got some more plaques to put up when we get home, and these ones are nice actually. They're like metal, good,
Yeah, they
good
are.
material.
They're really good quality, because sometimes they can be that like bendy plastic, can't they? And then it just splits.
Yes.
It's got a border.
And it's got a border. Yeah, that is the
Paid
difference.
£6 for the border.
£6 for the border and £6 for our name.
Yeah.
So they were £12, weren't they?
No, £6 each.
Oh, I bought
You bought
2.
2.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was like, I've definitely paid 12, but
Yeah.
no, I bought 2. That makes sense.
So yeah, we've got 2 plaques. 2
Yeah,
plaques.
and actually we haven't got any that have got a name on, so I'm going to take that.
There we go. We'll take the win.
We'll take that. Anyways, let's get back. Time to walk the course and see what we've got in store. I'm looking very awkward. Compete together, have fun together. 4A, 2 stride double, as walked by Lola. Nice, thanks girls. I try not to get it in my head, you see, so I'll just let you do it all. That is a full turn back on yourself. Defence number 5. Really nice. Really, really nice. Give me a different word to nice. You said lovely.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, like it.
Glorious.
Glorious, nice.
Fantastic.
I say to every fence, I'm like, oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. I need to think of different words, so thanks.
Glorious that was.
And on to fence number 6. Fabulous. Oh, yes.
I actually used the word stunning quite a lot. It's
Stunning.
I used it as a joke, and now I use it
All
when
the
you say
time,
something
yeah.
as a joke, and now that's in my full vocabulary. I always say cute, but I can't really say cute because I'm kind of really scared for this because they're kind of big. So I'm not.
No, they're cute. They're cute. Think of them cute.
Really cute. Really cute.
Lola, you're a pro then. You've been here how many years in a row?
I think this is third year.
3rd year.
Second year on, buddy. I haven't been
Second
since
year.
2016 or 2015.
2023. But not for this.
I'm an old.
You're coming back alive.
Yeah, I'm back. Hopefully better than ever.
Right, so now you go over your last show jump and around. So you want to get actually wider out there to come in close to number 1 of the show jump, to come down to the first cross country fence. So the 90.
Well dressed.
It's very well dressed, and I like it's very cleverly carved into that wood, isn't it, Aston walls?
It's quite nice.
It's very nice.
It's a nice.
Shared with the 90 and 100, we like it.
It's a
It's very cool. So we jump the right in the 90, and then we've got a little bit of a skinnier one for the 100.
I will.
But it's still nice.
I'll probably just re-walk the cross country for the 100.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. I think we're going to have enough time.
2 brain fogs.
Yes, and we've just found out that it is 360 metres per minute,
Which is quite slow.
which is quite slow. So like you think on, for context, when you're cross country out and around for 90, it's usually 450, and hundreds is 475. So yeah, we're then heading into the water for fence 3. 100 is down the step.
They waterproof trainers.
No, they're not. These are the summer
I was
ones.
going to say, off you go.
I know, I could have. But we have watched quite a few people going through this. I really hope, I should have put mics on. I hope this, you can hear me, guys. Is to actually, you want to get back out to this part, because then you hug this line up here,
Yeah, keeping left.
keeping left,
Fine.
brush the Christmas tree.
Look how straight you then are.
Yeah,
You've got a good probably 4 strides.
yeah, and they can clearly see where they're going. Nice profile. It's lovely. Gonna fly over that one.
Yeah, it's super cute.
Yeah.
Super cute.
We've then got a compulsory passage that we've got to come, so we're...
Wording for that.
I'll just have a view of that arena. It's beautiful.
You
Absolutely.
get to live here. These
I know.
professionals.
And the cross country's over there. The proper cross country. So you go down that way for there, and then 100 is down to that one. Head up, look for the water. Oh, that's actually not really a ditch. Nice. And the 90 is over there.
So that's fence 5.
Fence 5, well done. So you're being good, you're keeping on top of the numbers.
I'm trying. 5, and then we go 6 to the corner, so just hug the line again.
Yeah, and then with the 100 you're going to be coming out of this gap here. And pop over that one. That one's looking lovely. Very nice. Got a little flower pot there just to help guide you in. And then the 90. So for the 100 we're going to come inside of the arrowhead, down, and then we've got a nice row. I might come and walk this again in a little bit, but just having a little gander. So that's nice and straight through there, up, and then you've got fence 9 at the top, but we're going to focus on the 90 for a minute. That one is we're going to come all the way around. Oh, and again they're on a straight line. Kind of was expecting them to be on a bit of an angle. Oh my goodness. 8, we've got a little ditch, but we need to get out. Then we've got a log. Then we've got
Straight to 9. That's a
around,
compulsory passage all the way around.
all the way round to number 11. We're not going to get around if we go that way though, are we? The ducks.
Is that 10, I assume?
Yeah.
Set up over this one.
Then sit up over that. 10, 11.
That is quite steep. 11, 12, the Joker.
11, 12, the Joker. Well, that course walk went very, very quickly. 15 minutes, need a little bit longer because it is quite a long way round. Maybe just need to remember that to get a jiffy on and walk it a bit quicker.
We were walking quite fast.
Yeah,
though. We weren't walking slow.
No, But anyways, we didn't get to see the final couple, but we did get like the line to the corner, the double and everything like that. And actually I think the show jumping is probably the more important part there.
And the Joker.
And the Joker, which we
Preparing,
didn't
keeping a
really
good
get
line.
there. Yeah.
No, we didn't, but it's quite obvious, isn't it?
It was.
People are cutting the line.
Yes.
And we just need to sit up, sit wide.
Stay wide. It's on a bit of a dog leg.
We'll say it all now, but we'll just fingers crossed we do it.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got the right plan.
But it is now 25 past 10. I'm on at 11:15. So get back, get Addie tacked up and head over onto the warm-up. Let's do this. I'm excited for it. Yeah. Guys, it is such the little things, but she has just climbed back on the ramp. She's having her massage and a little bit of heat. Yeah, I mean, I do think she's actually trying to get back into the trailer, but what makes me so happy is that she's actually climbing back on the ramp again and she's like proper relaxed and chilled. Because when I took her for a lesson with Cam, she was still really wary about being at the trailer. So actually coming with Orla is going to do her the world of good and get a little bit more confident after she got free at badminton. But we are pretty much ready to go. We just need to pop her saddle on. I'm all changed. Phoebe has done everything to Addie for me, bless her, thank you very much.
Okay.
And then yeah, everything is here ready. Body protector, air jacket, hat. Number, that's already done, so I will grab that out. But yeah, I think we are all good. I just wanted her to have that massage pad on at least for 10 minutes. She can have it on again before we do the 100 because there'll be a little bit more time. That's my 90 number because my 100 number is in behind. I found something really cool. I showed this on I haven't really got time for this, but I showed this on Insta stories. But in case you've got the Lemieux number bibs, there are really handy little slots on the back there. I don't know if that's focusing or not, but you can put in your excess strap. So instead of it like sort of flapping around, it just keeps it all in line and neat. But it probably proves how often I don't do my number. But yeah, they have got that, which I thought was a very clever little extra detail to the design. And then yes, I've put my 90 number in front and my 100 number is in behind, so it can be a nice slick changeover process later.
Off to the warm-up we go. Yeah, nice. Lovely.
So our first round, 90, so the buzzer has just gone, picked up canter and tried to just get sort of down and around the arena where we were going to have to go through the water, then just brought her back to have a little bit of a change of leg, and then it was coming into the first fence. And as you see, Addie sort of came around this corner and we came out nice and wide, but she just had a little bit of a moment. Thankfully, because it was 90, I was like, absolutely not, you can go from there. And we then put that behind us. She didn't do that again throughout the show jumping. So we went over fence 2 nicely, moved her on around this corner, and then took up the saddle to sit back and got over fence 3. And she just was a little bit like not truly forward, if that makes sense. Like, she looks like she is, but I don't feel like I can fully trust her that she's going forward, if that makes sense. So it was just making sure that I was sat up and sort of ready for anything that could happen. But as you see, she is jumping well. Got a little bit perhaps close to that one, then around this corner. And I didn't change her leg coming here because I just wanted to keep her going forward. And actually we had enough straight strides before that fence, but unfortunately we did knock that one down. rode the dog leg well, and got over fence 8 nicely, and then here turning for fence 9, and again got over that one. So then it was on to the cross country. So I came out nice and wide as I planned, so that then we could cut in close to fence 1 to get that straight line to fence 1 of the cross country. That was confusing me then. I was like, oh, I've said fence 1 twice. And then all the way around to come to the second cross country fence. Now they didn't actually have any cross country fences in the warm up, so did just want to sort of allow her to kind of understand where we're going. And then it's to come out here, and again you can see that she's just that little bit backward, a bit like, oh, well, where are we going, like we're leaving the arena. And it is actually quite different to anything that we've ever done for Addie. Obviously we've done it at Coleraine multiple times, but you're not going in and out of lots of different arenas. But she came out, saw it was water, we all know that Addie loves the water, and came out nicely over that arrowhead. And then coming up here, she was just a little bit, I could just tell she was just a bit lucky. She's a bit like, oh, this is different, what we're doing. Like we came back to trot to go downhill, which we don't do that out on a cross-country course. But still jumped over the fence nicely. A little bit wobbly into that corner. And then here we are going again past an exit. And what happens next really, really shocked me, if I'm honest. I think coming in and it being a one-strided double, just almost looks quite close, going away from, now that I've had time to process this. At the time I was like, allow her a load of time. I do find sometimes when they do stop, we're so quick to sort of go, oh, let's try again. But actually I was like, no, give her enough time, make sure that we give her a good run up. So I went nice and wide, and then we barely got over that fence, which I've got to be honest, actually really sort of knocked me. And I pulled her out of the second one. There was no chance that I was going to kick her on to get her to go. So then I thought, right, third time lucky. And it's just, it all happens so quickly when you are in the arena.
Nice. Go on.
But actually I felt like I dealt with that quite well, so I'm going to give myself a little bit of credit there. And then we got over that one, up over the ditch, no problem, over the one that was at the top, and then again we're leaving the arena. And she wasn't too bad through here. There was no fences that we needed to jump. It was just sort of straight through, and then you come through a gateway back into this arena. Jump the one with the ducks, which we jump. I am aware that we are quite far away, so we jumped that one nicely, popped over this on the downhill, again nice. And then we've got the final cross-country fence, which again she jumped really lovely, stayed nice and wide as I could, because she did go a little bit spooky. Kept balance, and we cleared over the Joker. So not the best of rounds, a couple of little blips, but was just pleased that we did complete.
That was unfortunately
Changed in the shade, and now having a little grass munch. Obviously that is not how I would have liked that round to have gone, but it does just highlight to me, I still have to ride her and expose her to stuff. Like, she is still quite young, quite a big atmosphere, then you've got to leave the arena. She was just a little bit eyes on stalks really. And I did kind of, as much as obviously I shouldn't have these thoughts in my head, and I know that, but I did kind of think, oh, she might be a little bit like that, because that's almost her go-to. That's what she was like at a baby. Like, she comes around and she goes, whoa, I can't deal with that. And that's sort of her go-to. It's never like a real naughty stop as such. And obviously because it was 90, I knew like on that first show jump I was able to go, no, we're going. And then that allowed us to sort of set up them for the rest of the show jumps. So I'm glad that we had that round first and wasn't obviously going straight into the 100. And then I'm almost, I think I will watch it back in a second, but I reckon I'm just riding a little bit tentatively into the cross country. Being in an arena, that naturally slows you down, and I'm probably, because I'm thinking that she's a little bit, I can feel her not quite always locking onto the fences like she would out on a normal cross country course. I'm then probably riding a little bit backwards, so I need to be much more forward, which I do feel I will be more positive and confident going into the 100. Now that I know that she's gone around, she sort of now will have time just to have a munch, process, and understand that that's what we're here to do basically. So all in for the 100 now, which is nice. I'm looking forward to it. Like, it hasn't deterred me off of it or made me nervous as such. It's just...
She's probably thinking she probably went in and was like, is this not dressage? Like,
yeah, well,
dressage
exactly.
for so long now.
Exactly. It's so different for them. And...
so many people have had so many problems.
yeah, and she jumped the Joker, lovely.
Yeah, she flew.
Yeah.
Biggest fence.
I know.
There you go, going to the 100 with that. That was your last fence.
Oh, it's so funny, isn't it? But it is just like her go-to. I think they always have, like, as a baby thing, they've got their sort of way, haven't they, of expressing themselves. And
Paula dies off my leg, so I feel it like 5 strides out. She's just dying and dying and dying, and then we get there and it's just like, oh, like a big like dump sort of thing.
Whereas she comes round and she's like, oh, there's a fence, like it's really like shouldn't be there.
Seen one before,
yeah, it is literally like that.
First country.
Yes. But yeah, no, she's got the idea now of what it is. So I am feeling confident and positive that the 100 will go a lot smoother, and actually there'll be more for her to think about and me to think about. So I reckon I'll probably end up going like
ride to each fence, don't you?
Yes.
Be like, you'll get through a fence and then be like, right, where's the next one and what we do?
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, I'm feeling good, not too disappointed. Hey ho, it's all experience, all learning, and I mean,
It's a nice day.
it's a nice day. Yeah, there's not many other places I'd rather be on my Saturday up here at a sunny Aston, jumping with my ponies and my friends. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good Saturday.
Emily's just sprinted round the course.
Is that all right?
5 minutes.
It was actually quite a quick turnaround in the end. So we realised that I was the first rider in the whole of the 100 competition, and of course that would mean that the course walk was just before. So somebody very kindly held Addie, and I literally went in and sprinted the cross country lines that we didn't get to walk earlier, like the double, the steps up to the skinny corner at the top. So very grateful to everybody around and all the teamies. And then in the warm-up, you can already tell I was riding with so much more determination and jumping a few things on angles, just like really trying to get Addie focused in and listened. And I really do think it paid off. So as you see, we come around, she jumped really well over the first couple, and we are a lot more forward. And I do think around I don't quite balance her as much as I should. I do let her get a little bit long, a little bit old style for me, if I'm honest. I do feel I do balance her a lot better now, but I think just with what had happened in the 90, I was just so like, just got to keep forward, just keep forward. So we came around here to fence 5, got a nice stride over that. And fence 6, Emily saw one of her typical long strides, chased her towards it, and it did unfortunately come down. But I would much rather that than have any of her silly spookiness or anything like that. But I just feel like this is already 10 times better than our 90 round. So then coming to the final show jump, left-hand turn, and she jumped that one nicely. And then it is on to the cross country. So probably should have gone maybe a little bit wider there, but flew over the first and then coming around. So the course, as you saw, all follows very similar patterns until we get up into sort of leaving the, I want to say the third arena, but got over that one. Then here she did come down, and I should have been a little bit more, allowed her time to process that we're actually going off a step out of water. I don't know the last time that we jumped a step going into water, but just needed to give her that time, and she did plop into it no problem, so that was good. And then up and around, I was determined to try and keep the canter going forward down this slope, and especially as we're going down a bit of a different, so lots of leg, and again just looking up, and actually she flew over that no problem. Then came out of the arena, up and over this corner, which she jumped really, really nicely. And then here you can already see I haven't got a leg to hand, and she's already going sideways thinking that's the exit over there, and she really was not concentrating, and that's where I should have just been a little bit more balanced, like I said, leg to hand. And again, I just allowed her a load of time to look at it, see where we've got to jump, where we've got to land, what is being asked of her, and then gave her a nice big run up again. and was a lot more determined. And then she flew over it, one stride, no problem, and then flew the rest of the course. So she jumped up the steps really nicely. And then this corner up here that was sort of offset from the steps, I'm going to be honest, was very, very narrow and rather big, but she flew it no problem. And the way that she like jumped up at the steps and everything like that, she jumped it so well. It was just a little bit of nappiness that just sucked all of her sort of momentum going into that double, which was a shame. And then popped over that one. So this is the only bit that was different. You come down this ramp and then you go back across the school, and she jumped that one nicely. Then coming onto the last cross country fence, and again jumped that one nice, and then again didn't want to cut this turn to the jumper, to the joker, which she jumped to clear again. So lots and lots of positives to take from that. Much better than our first round, but it was still a shame that we just had that little bit of nappiness at the double. We just had to wait there for somebody to come across out of the water. And of course have left it all in because it is what happens. They're not machines, we're not machines. We all have our off days. It's all part of the journey. No journey is ever linear, and you've just got to learn from the experience.
Well done. Oh, that was really lovely.
Phoebe is about to get on, so it's been a very quick turnaround. I will properly debrief the 100, but I'm much more happy with how I rode in that. I don't think I was quite so tentative, and we were much more forward. But to come and say hello to the vlog, Nikki's here.
Hello.
So Nikki is the wonderful lady that helps me with my mindset and has done for years.
6 years I worked out.
Did you? Is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
6
wow.
years. And this is the first time we've met in person. What is that about?
I know. You were in France for quite a few years.
Yeah, 4 years back, and then it's just life, isn't
Yeah.
it? So
Yeah, but you've met Addie. She's now gone back in the trailer, and
who's
Phoebe,
looking like she's going to sleep all the way home.
I think she is. Yeah, she's got a lot to process in her brain. But yeah, no, I was pleased with that, and it's lovely to see you. But I was just like, oh, I haven't picked up we've been so busy chatting, and then we walked off, and I went, I haven't picked up the camera because I was thinking, oh, I need to debrief, and then her brain went like that. So
Awesome.
yeah, but yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your trip. Have a safe
Thank
journey home.
you. Guys, I've just done a proper classic, and I have just filmed pretty much a whole outro in slow-mo.
Probably my fault, really.
No,
You
it's
filmed
not.
for me.
Absolutely not. No, I should know better than that. I was the last one using the camera. It is completely and utterly my fault, and we have done that many a times. Between Tina and I, we quite often, and we're like, oh, I was all in slow-mo.
Yeah, we're on for 15 minutes.
Yeah, so sorry, I am going to have to repeat all what I just said. We started off by coming and seeing these two, who are being very cute. They have been absolute superstars. You guys just did an epic round in the meter.
She was a good girl.
She was so was Phoebe. Phoebe was a very good girl
I
too.
think I always say that. She's a good girl.
I know I am, but actually they wouldn't get round it, wouldn't know where to go if it wasn't for us.
Steering,
So-
pilot.
Yeah, but no, she was absolutely mega. She was on it, and she was
game
really
today.
confident.
Yeah, she was, and that's
Re-
actually what I really wanted, because obviously we stepped up to 100 at Pontypool last weekend, which obviously we had to stop, and
Yeah.
she finished confidently, but she was wary at fences, so it was really nice for her to come out, do something different, and like be really game.
Yeah, 100%, and she was game. Because I have to say, that fence number 7, going up, and so you go over the one-strided double, up the steps, and then onto a corner, and we said it came up on you really quickly, and it was super duper narrow. And I was trying so hard to diplomatically tell you
Well, I didn't
it's
walk
skinny.
it, did I?
No, and I was like, it's quite skinny, so just make sure you're coming up on the right hand side of the steps. But I didn't want to then put that.
Go right though. I went right, but
Yeah.
we had rubbish strides. We flew up them. I was like, oh no, we're scrambling up the steps.
Oh, it didn't look. Do you know what? I reckon it felt more scrambly than what it looked.
Oh,
It looked
really?
very nice going up there. So yeah, no, and we were just saying, and I will openly admit that I do feel a little bit deflated. I feel like we've gone backwards a little bit, and I think in the 90, because I've probably gone in there and thought, oh well, she should find this easy. Actually, no, we do still need to ride and be up for it, and I need to give her confidence. It is something completely different going from one arena to another. Phoebe just said, like, they usually leave the arena. They think they're done by that point when they leave, and actually Addie's like, oh, we're carrying on, oh, there's water, and
What are you asking?
yeah, whereas out cross
There's
country
people
and
everywhere.
fields, she's so game, so I cannot let that affect cross country, because actually all the technical questions that we had to do today, it wasn't a thing at the actual fences. It's actually being nappy, to be fair. We went past that entrance and she was like veered off, and I should have been stronger with my reactions to be like, no, this is our fence, we're going. So yeah, like I say, just a little bit deflating. I think that's only natural. We all want to come up here and we want to do well. I am competitive, I openly admit that. But actually, you got that piece that you wanted. That was quite funny in the background. Yeah, so it is what it is. I do think as well, obviously we've done badminton, such a high from that, and then I've just kind of been drabbling my way through the rest of May, to be honest. She's had a bit of a break, and actually I need to put structure back into our routine, get some lessons sort of planned and looking ahead, and be more organised, because I do think, I want to say Addie does, but I think I deal better when I know that I've got a structured plan. Next week we are heading out to do West Wilts, which is exciting, and hopefully like a little bit back to normal. Like today is very different. We haven't done an awful lot of it recently, and we were also speaking as well to Amber and saying like this time of year with seasonal and stuff like that.
Well, they get like put into fold, don't they?
This time of year,
or you take stuff, I don't know the technical term, but you take things from them.
No idea.
To make babies.
No idea. I've never tried to make a horse baby, to be fair. But she is obviously on estrus, and I'm not giving her excuses, but it's just all those little things, those little factors that then not having the structure and all of that, I think just plays a part in all of it. But yeah, I am pleased. We're going to go have a little look at the photos. I might grab another little drink and maybe a little snack of food or something.
Probably substantial, don't we? I've had a Mr. Whippy and a piece of pizza.
Great diet there.
Top tip.
Yes. Do not recommend that. We should eat better. I had a Roundtree's lolly. It was lovely when they were having a grass walk. We're going to get them off and just have a little bit of food, give them a little bit of feed, then they can go on the box. We'll go do photos, and then we will be ready to head home. So I just thought actually I will end the vlog now. Thank you very much everybody for watching. Sorry it's not a bit of a better day. It was lovely to see or meet Nikki in the flesh for the first time, which is absolutely crazy. 6 years she said that we've known each other, and I've never met her in the flesh. How funny is that? But she's still an hour up from here. Yeah, she came because she knew I was here. So yeah, thanks to her like for all her help, and she did say if I need a bit of a prep talk before next weekend as well, so maybe that would probably do me the world of good. But yeah, she has been a great help to my mindset, and taught me lots, and was definitely there for me when I needed it just before the badminton wobble that I had. And I don't feel like I'm going into a wobble stage, if I'm honest. I don't feel like I'm completely going wobbly. I actually felt confident going into that show jump. It's actually quite nice. I'm looking at the show jumping and I'm not going, oh my goodness, that's huge. So actually, like I say, there are so many positives to take away from today. But anyway, I am full on rambling. Should probably be helping get this car loaded up so that we can get off on the long journey home back to Cornwall. As I say, hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you very much for your support and for watching. And we'll see you all in the next video very, very soon. Bye!